there, and I don't have any. I don't think I have any ranks in linguistics to give me a bonus on any of that. So, but of course, the regular knowledge checks, and yeah, he's a very crass kind of player, a very crass kind of personality, and not very friendly. But he's friendly to you guys most of the time. I think. I don't know. We'll have to play it out.
Pretty popular girl. Everybody
and his name's Ricky.
But he doesn't necessarily have
pretty
anything
awesome.
in common with her. All he knows about her is that she's loyal to the turtles because she doesn't turn them in. And, you know, that she's pretty and she does her job really well as a reporter. But, like, other than that, what would they...
And he doesn't have any magic items.
But, like,
I'm thinking about getting Sharp Claw again. But I don't want him to be... I guess it wouldn't be too bad to go the same route. Using, I don't want him to be...
It is only 1d4.
Yeah. The other one was 1d6, and I had to take two racial traits to get it. And racial feats. Up to these... Well, actually, you know what? I think I got him up to D8, actually. I forget how. There's a racial trait.
There's a Ratfolk racial feat that will allow you to do natural attacks.
Yeah, the Sharp Claw. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The tunnel rat.
Tunneling and something else, you get a burrow speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can squeeze into spaces 5 times, or less than 5 times size.
Or one size lower, so a Ratfolk can fit into a 1.5 foot space.
It's pretty nasty.
Yeah, very situational.
And then you could put another Ratfolk in there because they can occupy the same space.
Alright, so I got my stats, I got my racial abilities.
So the streaming preview, by the way, on the thing we set up for If This Then That, it's just an actual picture it takes and then attaches to it.
Oh, yeah?
But it's just a link that shows one frame of stream, I guess.
So outside of your, I guess, Donovan, your guy's probably pretty ready to go, right?
Hey, what?
Your guys are ready to go? What's
oh yeah, I'm ready to like walk out the door.
Awesome. Tell me about it.
Well, we did have to change the one bit of the story because I'm not as hideous anymore. But he's the tinkerer that didn't really hold down a job so well, and ended up working for pretty much everybody in town for a very short period. He's got the goblin dog with him.
Nice.
Really high animal handling, really high like spellcraft and stuff. And right now he can cast magic missile like once.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's his entire skill set at the moment.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. That's a good one to do if you're going to do one. So, does he like create magic items? Like what is?
He can create magic. He gets all kinds of magic item creation feats and stuff, and can melt down any magic item into basically half its gold or its creation cost worth of gold in parts to basically use it for something else. And his magic is basically you make a device that can cast a spell, but the benefit there is that I can make a device that casts all the spells. So I get whatever spells I have access to. Like right now, it's just one first level spell, but at next level, I'll get another first level spell, and I can cast both of them with one action.
Okay. Oh, but that's sweet.
I can only do that, a couple times a day.
Okay. Well, we're still first level. So.
I can keep using it with use magic device roll, but it's pretty high. If you fail, it breaks and you have to make it again. And it takes like 4 hours per level.
Well, okay. Well, there's probably going to be free time.
Yeah.
But he can't cast any spells while he's waiting before he makes.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, I am completely useless if that happens. Like, I have no spells, I have no strength, I have no. I'm basically just bait at that point.
Okay. So what's the usefulness? Like, where does your guy, fit in the group, and what's
The
the
main thing is the magic item crafting.
Okay. Cool.
And you also can eventually to be able to apply meta magic feats to spells cast from items.
Okay. That's awesome.
But yeah, the main thing is being able to craft items and you just naturally get, I think, every single crafting feat.
Okay.
There is one thing that I've been thinking about, and let me know how you guys feel about it. I'm thinking about making it so that unlimited magical items cannot be crafted. No.
That would change me playing my character completely.
No items would be able to be made that can be used an unlimited number of times per day.
So, what about like
per day, but not like not ones that have like charges. I just don't want to keep track of charges.
What do you mean you don't want to keep track of charges?
So basically, you're like, if it's a wand, it has 50 charges. You can use it as much as you want in that day, but you're just going through charges. But if it's an unlimited magic item, you can use it 5 times a day.
You can use it as many times. The creator of the magic item can only create magic items that can cast an ability that can be, at most, used a number of times per day that spellcaster could cast that level of spell that many times per day.
Resolve that by saying you couldn't make anything that isn't in the book.
So how was Veda able to teleport at will?
That's not a rule.
He's just making a house rule that.
I'm making that rule.
Because
I feel like the magic items can get. I think that they're overpowered in the other game, to be honest, and
it's broken. But we're playing it anyway because you guys are having a good time.
Yeah.
But you guys have really raped the system,
But the big thing is that if we can only make pre-made things, then they're already balanced.
Yeah.
And so I don't know that we need that. Make an item of thing. I have to.
Yeah. Well, that's my thing. Even if it's created, anything that has an unlimited number of uses, basically, items that are made at will are going to be considered artifacts in my world, and they're not makeable anymore.
I would generally change my class and my whole character if that was the case. It really significantly limits that class down.
Whatever it comes down to it, being able to cast an unlimited number of, basically any magic ability for a reasonable amount of cost at every round it's just overpowered.
I don't think there's a lot of pre-made items that aren't artifacts that have like attack spells at will. Most of them are like being able to do detect magic at will, or dancing lights or something. Most of those are like high-level artifacts.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm fine with sticking to what's in the book, but that does seem like it nerfs, the things that are already in there a lot, and it would very much, kill Donovan's character, which he's already, that's one step closer to not playing this game again, because now we've got to wait for Donovan to finish his character again, and I think he wants to play it, and if he's going to have fun playing it, I like the idea of
of sticking to the book. That's fine. I actually don't like that idea. I think I should be able to make whatever I want for 1 gold each, and then damn the consequences. But sticking to what's in the book is perfectly fine. But I think it's. I mean, the book's got stuff. It's like you can't just go and buy or make stuff that we're using right now in the other game at first level. That's not going to happen for a long, long time. Like we've been playing Slaughterhouse 4 for probably close to 2 years now. That's a lot of time invested. And
Okay.
a lot of
there are
some.
So the Ring of Invisibility is whenever you use it, you have invisibility.
Yeah. What I was gonna say, Donovan, is basically they would be limited to some functionality of number of times per day use instead of.
I could get on board with something like 10.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like if we're gonna go that route, the magic items should be considerably cheaper.
Yeah.
If we're gonna like make them half
there's already prices for all that. For what?
Right, but if it says unlimited times a day, you're paying for unlimited times a day.
Except for that the pricing is not that as expensive enough to make it actually worthwhile, like for the power of the unlimited times.
Are you suggesting that the game designer did not take into account unlimited uses when determining?
I'm suggesting that I'm making a decision based upon the experience in the other game, and the pricing that I've seen for stuff, and
especially if we have a wizard that has craft magical whatever. The prices are pretty low when you have a crafter.
My main thing here is there is the one rule which we can apply to this mathematically pretty easily, I think.
Poor thing.
Where is
it?
And charged items, you can make charged items that you can use every round, but there's a limit to how many times you can use it for when you put your money into it.
The rule here is for charges per day, you divide the cost by 5 divided by the number of charges per day.
Yeah.
So if that is a thing that you were adding, then I could get behind doing that.
What do you mean?
Using that to modify it in whatever way we do, the cost. Or just setting it at a static 5, I guess.
Well, so basically, that what that says is if it's 2 charges, then it's about half the cost. But if it's 10, it's double the cost.
So here's the thing: is that if you do that rule, I'm just gonna make more.
Yeah. Which is fine. I mean, that it goes to the money costs and the limitations.
Here's the thing about it too. It's like unlimited use items. They have the way that they're calculated is much different. Than the way that per day are used. But I mean, think about in all of the encounters that we've had where we've used multiple. Or all of the dungeons that we've gone through where we've had unlimited use items like teleport or something like that. Like really, how many times in that whole day or that whole dungeon did we actually use that? It's like capping it out at 5 may not even make any difference at all.
But you're trying. You obviously make a concerted effort not to overly use your magic items. Somebody else might not do that. Like
we all have magic items.
Technically,
you mean like
technically you could use your it's disintegrate every round if you wanted to, and it would be massively overpowered.
I could use that one. I could use that disintegrate and literally just keep firing it in the same direction and tunnel a 10 by 10 foot hole through an entire dungeon and find what we want. That's possible
you make the concerted effort not to do that kind of stuff with it, but you know that you could, and you know how powerful that item is, and even your teleportation items that you have unlimited uses on. It gives you it's a powerful ability that one didn't even cost you that much in the beginning.
Well, every time I make one of those unlimited use items, it's like it costs me everything. It's like
spellcasters. This game was not balanced for spellcasters to be able to cast their spells every round. It's not balanced that way.
So so one other thing I can think of is, what if we do uses per day, and then we just do like say 20 minus twice the spell level.
All right, how about check this out? Okay, because your guy is
we just follow the rules. We follow the rules for crafting it based upon that number of uses per day.
How about every magic item that has unlimited uses has 5 uses times whatever the caster level is.
Okay,
divided by 2, minimum minimum 1, so 5.
It defaults.
And then
rule is always applied. We start off with 5, but it can be adjusted.
Huh?
So what you're saying is that anything that's made continuous would have to have the charges per day part applied to it.
What do you mean?
So you said just follow the rules, but for that many things per day.
Yes, there are rules for items that can be used X number of times per day.
Right. So what I'm saying is what you're saying is we have to apply that rule to any continuous item that we would make, which would default everything to 5, but be able to be adjusted.
Continuous is a different a different rule.
Right.
Like you're not going to have a carpet of flying and it can only fly at 5 times.
If we can't make things continuous.
Watch your language. We have impressionable ears listening.
You can make continuous active items, things like plus bonuses on weapons and plus bonuses on armor.
Use activated command word, whatever.
But you can't do the use activated command word as unlimited charges.
Right, which means that I need to be. I have to apply the charges per day factor.
No, yeah, the charges per day is how they would be created.
Right, which means that can be adjusted then based on those rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're in agreement.
My original thought was you couldn't make anything that you couldn't cast that number any more than that number of spells per day. You guys, you're making me rethink that. There might be a limit on it, but it's probably not going to be that low then. But that's kind of how the game was balanced, is for you to be able to cast X number of spells per day, and whenever
it would be
magic
interesting.
items just increase that number of spells that you can cast up to an unlimited amount, and
that's the whole idea.
In which spellcasters become more powerful than the game was intended or built.
Yes and no. I mean, because let's take a look at something that casts, like magic missile or fireball or something like that, and then take a look at a wizard or a sorcerer or even a cleric or oracle spell book, and it's like, how many of those spells actually do damage to somebody? How many of those spells are, divination spells looking into the future? How many of those spells are, there's multiple schools of magic.
Continuous use activated as many times as you want spell that would break things really bad, like invisibility. Yeah, that could be, but it's not like you're going to go rule the world with if you can cast invisibility every time.
Well, I think just something. I'm just throwing ideas out here. Not that I'm saying these are the perfect ones, but have especially since he's going to be a magic item creator, 5 times per day, and then you get an additional use per 2 caster levels. So at level 20, you get 15 uses per day. But at level 4, you get to go up to 7 per day.
Stick with the base list, and it will be okay because there is no like ring and fireball where you just shoot fireballs all day.
Yeah.
Or you know, these just aren't. The reason why we came up with those things is because we could make whatever items we wanted. And those items just do not exist in
Do you build all this yourself?
Let's spend 5 more minutes in this one, and then go on over to the other, because I think we were getting ready to wrap up that dungeon, and I want to definitely wrap it up. Well, whatever you decide to go with, detail it, write it out, and if there's a formula for magic item creation that is different, than the formula that's in the book, then write it out so we can.
As long as we stick to Paizo only, I can't say that third party. I don't think we should include third party personally.
Yeah, third party items are either really weak or really specific or really way just too powerful.
I feel like if we just go with the base set of items, we're not going to see that same issue.
I'll have to think about it. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of coming to a different way of thinking about it. What I might do is make it so that you can create things. Well, okay. So I'm going to find there's gonna be a way to limit the magic items you create to a certain number per day. I just need to figure out what the right balance is for how to limit that and what that limit should be.
Well, if you just don't want, command word or use activated, then just use the same formula and then make it number of times per day, and then just use the same formula. And so there's no, there's none of those.
What do you mean?
The formula's there. Instead of it being like spell level times caster level times 2000 equals your, basically at will spell, just use the other formula, which is spell level times caster level times 1800, and then divide that by 5, and then times the number of charges that you want.
Yeah.
And then that's the formula.
That's what I was saying. That's how it would be made. And there will be some kind of a limit on the maximum number of that you can make in a day, like the maximum number of charges that thing can have per day. But I just need to figure out how to make that limit. And yes, Donovan, I know that will lead you to making more of them to try to offset that to some degree. But there are drawbacks to that as well, which make it harder than if it's just simply you can make as many charges or as many castings per day as you want.
Well, I mean, other than gold cost, there's no drawback. I just take a move action to switch them out.
Having a different item, having the move action to switch them out, having to keep track of which one is which and how many charges each one has left on it. There are limitations.
These are all things that will annoy the shit out of me, but which is one of the reasons why I'm saying we should do it. But yeah, if that's the way it needs to be, I'll go with it till it annoys me so much that I can't deal with it.
Well, and if it's that's the way it is, and it turns out and it's just not working, then something that can be reevaluated later too.
I understand the need because it made it not fun sometimes. Not for me, but I get for other people. But I genuinely feel that it's just unnecessary for the base list of items. We can give it a shot. I'm not opposed to doing it, but I'm already damn near close to completely crippled.
I think that you're overreacting to it. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, but
remember, I can cast one spell once right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go over to the other game. I want to play the other game.
Okay.
Talk about it.
That's not an like a low number of spells, Donovan. It's like lower than some
Yes, that
classes.
is incredibly low. Did
no,
the
it's
math.
not.
You could have like 5 or 6 or something like that. Yeah.
Yes.
I have 1.
Yes.
I'm saying the entire thing has to be offset with the magic items.
Up to 5 or 6, yes, but having thousands right now is different.
Well, obviously I don't have thousands because I'm the gold to pay for thousands.
Anyway, all right, we're switching over.
Okay.
We're gonna end this for now.
Perspective, but I don't know. And the more I'm thinking about the character, the more I think we're probably going to need to change it. So I'll go with something else.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Here we are.
Okay.
Where are we?
We're in the casket room. Did we do?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got loot.
Yeah.
XP last time.
Cool. Where have we not gone?
Aren't those the stones we need? You're looking for something?
We did that. Oh, okay. So I'm going to move my guy over, but I think I'm not actually going over here. But I think this we haven't been or looked down that way yet.
Was that a no?
Oh, say it again.
Weren't we looking for stones for something?
I don't remember stones.
We have 4 stones.
I seem to remember there was a place we needed stones. Isn't it like down in that? Not the was it the elephant room?
There were 4 buttons, and we pressed the buttons, I think. Oh, yeah, and then we went down, and then that's where we fought.
There's a thing. What's the thing?
The casket, the sarcophagus on our bottom left-hand corner. That's where the maiden lady was, and she had all those.
The room with the boat has thing in it.
Oh, is that a trap door?
I don't remember. There's. I remember we went under the water down there, and we got some stuff down there.
But there was something at the bottom. It was a trap or something, I thought.
There was a chest that we opened down there.
It had the poison.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know what thing is.
Yeah, because it says they're all keys. Each a key to Zolo's wall. And I thought there was slots in that room.
Oh, there was something. Yeah. Oh. Was it there were small indentations at the base of the floor?
I don't know where they were.
There was some in this hallway over here that we never figured out what they were.
Oh, which one?
Next to the boat, the hallway that went up to the boat.
No. You're talking about down here where there was an indentation on the floor, but that was for the mud golem, and the mud golem activated that. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the only indentations that I remember.
And then there was something with it in the boat room, the mud ship, and I thought there were some like 4 small indentations at the base of the floor.
Did we
Next
write
to where it's this thing.
on the map or something that would tell us?
I didn't write thing on there. I don't know who did. That.
Oh, I'm asking Brian. Like, can you just tell us what it is?
I'm sorry. What are you talking about?
In the boat room.
Boat room.
Oh yeah. So there's a thing that's there. It's called thing. You guys. Well,
I said you've been in the room. Did we like metaphorically write it on the map or something?
You guys will have to go there and visit it. I'm
okay.
Not your note keeper. Sorry.
And I'm gonna.
Okay, you want to go over there?
Yeah. Or I guess I can't walk there.
Yeah, I can teleport you over there.
Oh, where's Andy?
He went ahead and teleported, I think.
Yeah. She jumped over there preemptively, I guess. All right, I'm gonna give you guys the description of the room and then what's going on in this wall. And you'll have to forgive me. Most of the prep I've done was months ago, so it's like hard for me to kind of keep everything completely, memorized. All right.
Yeah.
So this is a large U-shaped pool dominates the massive 35-foot chamber. Above a dome ceiling shines like mother of pearl, reflecting a rainbow of colors back into the room. Resting on a platform in the center of the pool is a massless 36-foot long ship made of fine reddish wood, which you guys have moved over there. 8 oak beams angled up from the stone platform support the hull of the ship. The deck is 12 feet above the floor and holds a small cabin to the west, a covered stairway to the east, and a great wheel inlaid with ivory between these structures. A pair of fanged elephant heads, 10 feet above the floor of the west wall, spray water from their curled trunks into the pool. They flank yet another stone face, 6 feet in diameter, that sits somewhere lower on the wall. This stone visage has an evil, fanged grin. The face has tightly gritted teeth, wild, unkept hair, huge ears, an arrogant, jutting chin, and squinting eyes from which pour a steady river of tears. So that's the room. And then looking at the wall, there are some things. So the center of the east wall contains 4 slightly oval depressions, lightly etched in green, with the 4 mud social symbols. So that's
okay. Well, I think we should put the 4 mud sorcerer stones that we have, put them in there.
Do we have them? I guess we do. I don't remember. And we've been at this for a while.
Yeah, we have mudstone, the bloodstone, carnelian, citrine, and onyx.
And there are spaces there to stick them in.
Can we look back at the pieces of paper that we have from the different stone faces?
Oh, you want to go back and look at your notes?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah. 4 fair stones that bear 4 signs, keys to she whose tongue maligns. Alright, do these stones have signs, symbols on them?
Let me go back and look. Let's see here. Yeah.
There's also the inscription that we found with those. It says, I don't see that on here, but
it's in the chat.
Yeah. So the stones you found were clenched in the teeth of the corpses and cleared out. They're semi-precious stones. Each bearing one of the 4 mud sorcerer symbols.
Okay. And then the depressions in the room that we're in right now have the same symbols on the floor?
The wall?
Yeah. Yeah,
the thing that we're looking at? Yeah.
Yeah, the wall. Yeah, it also has the four same mud sorcerer symbols like etched inside the little, enclave, little circular.
Okay. I would like to detect magic on the stones and the wall. I don't know if I've done this or not.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
The stones and the wall both radiate a faint abjuration magic.
Is it magnet magic?
Magnet.
Magnetic, yeah. She says, it looks like we have a magneto here. Yeah, can we switch back over to the other map? Yeah.
Go says, do you want me to put them in there, or do you want to look to see if you notice anything quirky about it?
Hinky.
And yeah, I'll say, yeah. Let me see if I notice anything quirky or not.
Check for hinkiness.
I'm checking for quirkiness.
You don't notice any traps or any. What would we call it?
Quirks.
Quirkiness? No quirks that you notice. Yeah.
And Beta will say, I don't see any quirks. What do you think, Andaria?
Let me take a quick look for quirks. I have my character sheet pulled up. I mean, are there like sockets for us to put these in?
Yes.
Okay,
There's
so we're
4
just
holes.
covering our bases before we start jamming them in. Like, maybe we could try to figure out if there's a special order.
They have symbols in the holes, and the stones have symbols that match.
Oh, I guess that should be, hopefully a slam dunk. Alright, that took way too long. Dang. Alright. So, yeah, I don't see anything unusual. Let's start jamming them in there.
Yeah, Beta will give, she wants to give the stones to Jack Boone. And she'll say, here, attempt to align the symbols together and see if they fit. She's going to come back over here.
Stick him in.
What order are you sticking them in?
Left to right.
Well, there's like left, top, left. They're like a square. So.
Then I will do it clockwise, starting from the left.
Okay, so.
Top left, top right.
Okay.
Bottom right, bottom left.
Yeah. So you start with the one in the top left, and you kind of go around in a circle, matching up the symbols with the stones, popping them in, and as you pop them in, they make a satisfying click sound. Yeah, and it reveals a secret door.
Nice.
Revelations.
There indeed was a thing here.
Sorry, it's a little crooked. Didn't want to make it crooked. Maybe uncrookedify it. Hopefully. The problem is that when I line in too much. There we go. I'll just try it. Come on. There we go. All right. Cool. Okay. What do you guys want to
do? I don't see the secret room unless I missed it.
There's the door.
It's where the thing is.
So we have to open the door first.
Yeah, I can actually make it.
You want to check the door for traps?
It's probably the best idea.
All right.
Our history of not doing that has not ended well.
Traps.
Yeah,
Okay. Guys, do not notice any traps related to the door that you just found.
I'm going to tell a booth back here and wait to see what the others do. The door.
All right, who's opening it?
Here and,
I think our tank should open it.
Go is always willing to take
bust through.
take the. Of course, he's a little big for this, but.
Okay. You so you're raging and you're opening the door?
I'm not raging.
No.
I've just still been big since the fight.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I wish I could change it myself, but
yeah. A button would be awesome. So.
All right. Go says you didn't see any traps. All right, I'll open it.
Okay. Open door. Oh, hold on. I gotta let's see here.
It's probably just gonna take us back into
So,
rooms we've already been in.
What ends up happening is instead of you just like kind of opening the door, there's a sort of a 10-foot section of door basically. I'm gonna make this a little bigger. It starts to grind, sinking down into the floor. Is kind of how it works. So,
okay.
And as you see it sink to the ground, you see the 4 different gemstones just like kind of like get grinded into dust. So.
You should have grabbed them. You should have grabbed them.
All right, and we've got a room.
Oh, cool.
All right, the walls of this 20-foot square chamber depict a grisly scene. Dozens of animal-headed humans struggle to break free of strangling vines as thorns that tear hungrily at their flesh. Above the disturbing image hangs a faded red banner of silk, embroidered over and over with the 4 mud sorcerer symbols. The floor is made of red, green, and gold ceramic tile. A large deep green tapestry hangs suspended above the center of the ceiling, 15 feet above, shimmering like dragonflies' wings. 4 brass bowls filled with bluish coals hang 4 feet off the floor, dangling from delicate chains attached to the corners of the ceiling. A dozen stopped clay urns line the north and south walls, each bearing the picture of an animal-headed human. A great black iron portal stands in the center of the east wall. The entire surface of the floor of the door is covered with complex etchings of various glyphs, although only the 4 mud sorcerer symbols are recognizable. There's a 2-foot diameter spherical cavity in the center of the door. The main features of the room, however, is the sarcophagus. 7 feet long, 3 feet wide, and 4 feet high. The sarcophagus is made of the purest white marble, its sides carved to depict intertwining snakes and thorny roses. The lid has a bas-relief carving of an elephant-headed humanoid wearing an exquisite splint mail breastplate, its arms crossed over its chest. In one hand holds a smooth and oval stone carved with the first of mud sorcerer symbol. A sheathed bastard sword is at its side. A head protrudes from the lid more than the rest of its form, and curling trunk, sharp tusks, fanged maw, and evil, cunning eyes, all carved out in great detail. So that was a lot. Sorry.
I'd like to detect magic on inside the room there.
Okay, as you do that, there is a guttural whisper. As the door kind of like slams all the way down to the bottom, it says in common, "Grave robbers, defilers, thou hast violated my tomb. I, the indomitable Solo, will have my revenge. Thou shalt all perish." And then immediately afterwards, a high-pitched buzzing sound issues from within the room, and the green tapestry hanging from the ceiling tears, seeming to unravel into a grotesque cloud of buzzing insects.
Okay. I got a spell for that.
Can we do a thing?
Yeah. Andy wants to, I guess, step back as soon as she sees the swarm.
I would like to do a spell or some kind of knowledge check on the buzzing swarm. I guess we need to determine whether the detect magic detected any magic or not.
It takes 3 rounds to do specific things, doesn't it?
I guess there's going to be a presence.
So I need to. We need to begin.
Okay, so we are in initiative. Otherwise, Neville's going to check as many bombs as he can before we get into initiative. There's not a whole lot, I don't think.
Oops.
Aren't swarms supposed to be large?
I think so. Now that you mention it. Half swarm. Let's see here.
Riley, what are you doing? Where's my tablet back?
So this says it's actually a little different. And it's reading something? That isn't what I remember.
Ellie, no.
Ellie, didn't you hurt yourself doing that?
I'm sorry?
Remember?
So I was disciplining Ellie.
Oh.
There's this little, I don't even know what to call it, but the kids use it as a slide, and she fell and hurt herself. So I was telling her not to do that anymore.
It says a creature
Yeah.
swarm occupies a square to 10 feet on a side.
Where is that?
Reach 0. Under space
and reach.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Cool.
Swarm does not threaten creatures in its square and cannot make attacks of opportunity. Huh. Nice.
All right. Okay. All right. Go. You're standing in front of a large swarm of wasps. What would you like to do?
I want to enrage, come in here, and say, Neville, make me your target.
Okay. That. Okay. There we go.
They don't get attacks of opportunity, so.
Why?
because I'm easier to hit.
Yeah, but so is the floor.
Well, they don't have attacks. They have the swarm attack, which is its own thing.
I can't do anything else, is my point. I'm just trying to make myself as useful as possible. Neville can make his own decisions. He's smarter than I am, so... And at least while I'm raging, I have the higher damage reduction and hit points.
No opportunity. Okay. All right. Cool. Would you like to do anything else? You good?
That's it. I'm good.
Pretty sure they don't get attacks of opportunity.
It was in that sheet with the template that you shared.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, the yeah. Which I accidentally closed. Here we go. Yeah, Swarm does not threaten creatures in a square and cannot make attacks of opportunity. All right, Andy, your turn. What would you like to do?
So I fought swarms before. It seems like they're.
Brian, I am gonna say when I rage this time, I'm gonna do resist energy fire.
Okay.
As one of my abilities.
Okay.
And haste is the other one.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna, as I'm moving over here, whip out my wand of lightning bolt and position myself in such a way that I can target these two swarms.
Okay.
So let me find my wand of lightning bolt. I believe it's. Alright, so this one is level 8 sorcerer. So I get what, 8d6?
Yeah, I think that's what we decided, right?
Okay. Bam!
Alright,
they get the roll versus what, shit, I don't have any.
Reflex, right?
They get a reflex save.
Yeah.
Yeah, DC 14.
Let's see here. Oh, they made it. Okay. I'll check to do anything else.
No.
How many more charges do you have on that one, by the way?
This one I only have 10. The other one I have a fair amount left, but it doesn't have as many d6 hit dice.
Got it. Cool. Okay, Veda, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm on the fence about this because I guess it's up to you on how it's going to be played. But I want to. I have the wizard spell web prepared.
Mm-hmm.
If I cast web in there, it is an area of an effect spell. Does it affect the swarms?
I would think so.
The internet says Pathfinder.
Well, this is what I found, but it's in my favor. I have to be,
It makes sense that bugs would be caught by spider webs, since that's what the purpose of spider webs are.
Yeah, that's the first thing I looked up. Yeah, so I mean, if it fails its save, yeah, it'll be affected. So.
Okay, well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast web, and it's a 20-foot radius spread, so I'll put it like I'll center it right down here as to try to not.
So that'll affect just everybody.
Global.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Goebel understands the consequences of his actions. So.
All right, I'm gonna make 4. So that's a save. That's a save. That's a save. That's a save. So these two guys are definitely stuck. Cool. Oh, and then Go has to make a save. And Go does not make his save. Go are stuck in the web.
And that'll be, let me see, do I want to move? No, I'm actually going to stay right there.
All right, the swarms are not attacking.
Oh, dang. Well, we still need them.
All right, Neville, what would you like to do?
Burn the countryside.
You burninating?
Yep, I can't target any of them, so I guess I'll just throw them at the middle of the room.
Okay, so you're targeting like the sarcophagus, basically. What do you?
Yeah. How wide is this room?
It's 20 by 20.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do it in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not targeting the sarcophagus. Targeting the place where the sarcophagus is.
All right. Okay.
I don't know if that distinction makes a difference, but
Can you hit the ceiling?
how high is the ceiling?
Oh, it's a tall room, and there's some other things going on there. Yeah. So above there was a banner. The red banner.
The tapestry is just going to burst into wasps, though, right?
The ceiling's 15 feet high.
Okay, yeah. No, let's just hit it. Hit it.
Well, there was no. The green tapestry is what fell.
Actually, technically, you can do any of these corners and you'd get all the rest of them, right?
Theoretically, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't. Are you easy?
I'm not attacking. I just want to be clear that I'm not hitting the sarcophagus with it directly.
Yeah.
How many bombs does he have anyway?
These are his last 2.
Those are his last 2. Okay. All right.
The rest in a while, so.
So versus touch.
Yeah, versus 5, whatever it is.
Okay. Both of those hits, and they get to make a save, right?
Reflex save, yeah. Well, yeah, for the splash.
And what's the DC again?
The DC. Oh crap! I thought I put it in here. I believe it's half my level plus my intelligence.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and roll it and then play it here in just a sec. Half the alchemist level plus the intelligence. Yeah, so that's 5 plus 21.
21 what?
Plus 10, yeah.
So
10, half my level plus my intelligence modifier, which is either 20 or 21.
Will you use intelligence modifier of +6?
What's that?
It's a 20 or 21 is a +5, right?
He has an intelligence modifier of +6, is what you're saying?
I'm trying to check here. It is +5, so it's a 20.
Okay. No. Yes. No. No.
And so those two grappled ones at the top have a -4 to their dexterity because of the grappled condition.
All right. Oh, they didn't pass either way. So, okay. Let's continue. Where's my pencil? What did I do with my pencil?
Yeah, I can't actually avoid your squares because you're on top of them.
No, I know, that's fine. That's why I put the resistance standard fire on. I won't actually, I ignore all that fire damage. I ignore 30 points of damage for every attack.
22.
All
Don't
right.
kill me.
Oh no, Go's dead.
Neville is burned down.
Murderer. He's a murderer.
Burned down the wasps. And then you also burned the green tapestry that was it was still like emanating these bugs. They were still.
Neville.
Yeah, it wasn't done. It looked like it was gonna keep creating more and more of these bugs.
All right, Neville is officially tapped out.
All right.
Give him a shirt. Tap out.
Everybody make some experience. Uh, 800 experience per person. I'm gonna go ahead and just delete the thing that says thing there.
That's what I have too.
Okay. Looks like we lost Donovan. Oh, you're back. Awesome. Okay, what do you guys want to do?
I want to search the room.
I want to use my detect magic that's still going and like actually find out what's happening inside the room there.
All right, Go. Are you still raging or no?
I would drop the rage and I would take the rest for it'd be 12 seconds.
Okay.
2 rounds.
Okay.
You get into bed already?
Yeah, they're both pretty tired.
Okay. Wait for Josh to get back.
I'm gonna go take a pee-pee and then I'll come back.
Okay, I'm gonna get some water then. I'll be right back.
So I guess we're taking a break.
I'm sorry, that was an emergency urination break.
Nope.
Weird movie.
Interesting.
I can't see it over the glare. What is it?
Yeah, it's trying. It's totally naked.
Oh, cool.
Ah, I knew it.
You're having your last one?
No.
Did you get some more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine got me a 6-pack.
Nice.
One of his coworkers' sons went up to Wisconsin.
Crazy.
You got the hookup then. That's like friend of a friend of a son of a friend.
I usually get. I know. I usually somebody goes up there every few months. But all right. So what did we locate? Or what was located?
I think we're waiting for the magic device or the detect magic results to come back.
Oh yeah. So does the lab have those results yet?
We're talking about the magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, detect magic. Did it reveal anything?
Is Donovan back?
Yeah, I'm here. I just turned the camera off. I'm cooking. My kitchen's a mess.
Okay. Multitasking. All right, that's fine. As long as you're paying attention, that's cool.
Yeah.
So nothing actually is kind of coming back as magical, you know, just on first glance. So.
Okay, let me. I would also like to detect poison.
Okay. Nothing.
Since that seems to be okay. And I will use a first level cleric spell to detect that. Oh, we already know that this doesn't work in here. That's right. I forgot about that. Never mind. I'm not going to detect undead.
So
we know that doesn't work.
Can I just do? Is there a skill that I can use to just kind of what's the word I'm looking for?
Kill the undead inside without having to open it.
To kind of get an idea of if the whatever it was that was hanging was creating the bugs, and if that was magical or something like that before it got burned up.
Well, it's totally burnt up. I mean, you know, whatever. If it was magical, it doesn't appear to be magical.
I'm just saying, could we? I personally would think that that's probably the source of the magic, but does that seem like a likely cause of magical something like that?
Oh yeah, they were. I think those wasps were magically emanating from the thing, right?
Well, it's weird that they weren't attacking. I mean, maybe
I mean, to have four giant swarms of wasps, you know, just spontaneously appear.
I mean, is that something that we would know might be a possibility or a good possibility?
I think if you made a knowledge nature check to determine whether or not wasps would have the ability, that many wasps would have the ability to live in a sealed environment like this without a regular food source. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you're getting at. What are you?
I'm trying to. I'm asking if there is some knowledge check. If I can use knowledge arcana to kind of deduce that was probably the likely cause of the wasps, or...
No, I mean, you know that the wasps were, you know, basically the tapestry was disintegrating. It was like ripping up into shreds.
Yeah.
And as it was ripping into shreds, the bugs were like emanating from the tapestry.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, without a doubt, it was like that was the source of the insect.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So okay.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the web spell. So,
yeah, I never put out a thing. I just kind of...
That's okay.
People. So, yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, okay. So no other magic. The lab results came back. No magic present in the system.
Not that you can really observe, no.
No poison that we can observe. All right. Okay. I guess let's go in and let's. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and step in and see. Look at these. I know there's 4 brass braziers that are hanging from the ceiling in each of the corners. Are they lit? Are they lighting the room up?
Oh, your web would have been gone anyway. It burns up with fire.
We are lit as fuck.
Yeah,
Actually, it would have done additional fire damage to all of us.
When the
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's dead. So.
Yeah.
Would that have done enough additional damage for you to actually take damage?
No, it protects me from 30 damage from source of fire, or from source of fire. Yeah. So every type of, or every individual damage source applies separately.
The two grappled swarms would have taken 50% more fire damage.
Right, and so if it was 50% more, then
wait, what? 50%? No, it's just 2d4.
Or what's that? Web.
It says the swarm would suffer an additional 50% damage from the fire per the swarm subtype being vulnerable to area.
Oh, the swarm. Okay.
Yes,
the swarm.
Not you, the swarm. Yeah.
No, the web is what we were talking about.
Yeah, you would have done an extra D4. Well, on the 29 though, right? That second hit.
But that would be a separate, right? I don't know. Would that be a separate, like, damage?
Were you grappled in the web?
I was, yeah. Either way, actually, no, because my damage reduction would have reduced it too.
Damage reduction doesn't work on fire.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't?
I thought it just didn't work on magic.
It doesn't. So let's go. Let's look it up. So Pathfinder.
We've only been playing this game for 2 years. It's a shame.
I looked this up when
you looked it up last week.
Yeah. Damage reduction. At 7th level, Butter gains damage reduction. Subtract 1 from the damage Butter takes each time he is dealt damage from a weapon or a natural attack. The 10th level and every 3 levels thereafter, this damage increases by 1 point. So
go up to bed.
It's bedtime, man.
So we opening this thing?
We're determining whether Goebel took damage or not.
Any fire.
Then we're gonna open it up.
So any fire can set the webs alight and burn away 1 5-foot square in 1 round. So it would be burning. So no, I think it would be just a separate thing from the web. So yeah, I think you're right. I don't think it would increase the damage from the bomb. It would be its own source of damage.
Yeah,
so
that's what I thought.
Anyway, all right.
There's a lot of intricacies with me how much damage I don't take.
That's why I like the wizard. I don't have to worry about that. If I get hit, I'm probably gonna die.
How many hit points does Veda have?
Like 52 or something. Let me see.
Seems like a lot.
55.
How does she have that many?
Well, her first 3 levels were in cleric, and it's a D10. And then her second 3 levels were in wizard, is a D6, and then she has 6 more mystic third level.
The automatic 10 per level on the first 3 levels.
Yeah, because we're playing. Was it 3? I thought it was just 2. I didn't think it was 3.
It is. Yeah.
Oh, 2. Okay. Still, that's.
She gets 25 from a cleric, 11 from wizard, and 19 from mystic third. So that's up to 55.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be in the room. I do want to know what these things are that are the 6 canopic jars. Is that what they are? I hope they're canopic jars.
No.
You already detect poison?
Yeah, I did. Nothing.
They were clay urns. It was like
clay urns. Okay, yeah.
So let's open them up. And the sarcophagus.
Let's do the sarcophagus. You know what? Let's take the urns out and then do the sarcophagus.
Okay.
Because if they're clay, they could just break real easy, and I don't want them to break if there's valuable tools inside.
What are you doing with them? I'm sorry.
Hello, Jade Fox or Jaded Fox. By the way.
No, I think Beta's gonna come out here, and then we're gonna pop the tab on that intricately carved marble beast.
Cool. All right. Let me know what you guys are doing in mine. And
I'm gonna look around for hidden doors while they're looking through these little urn things.
okay.
And I yell it to Neville, like, "Hey, Neville, maybe you shouldn't be in there, bud."
He shouts back,
Dude.
that is a valid point.
So, yeah, 29, you don't notice anything secret. There's the iron door to the east there, and you don't notice any traps associated with any of the... You guys okay?
Well, I don't know yet.
I don't know.
Sounded like a 60-pound body hitting something, which I only have one 60-pound person right now. I think he's all right. There's no tears.
But no, you don't notice any traps in the area.
So Neville, do you have any like explosives that could blow this thing up before we have to open it?
He did. He used them on the swarms.
Oh, they weren't very effective on blowing this thing up. Okay.
Can we lift it just, with brute strength?
Oh, I can
Lift the
lift
lid
it.
off of it?
Yeah, I can open it. I was just wanting to blow it up instead of opening it.
While they're talking about, how the best to open the lid, can I do an appraise check to see how much it might be worth?
The sarcophagus?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Just take the whole thing.
Pick it up off the ground, put it on the ship. That's standard MO.
We've got a ship right there.
Another ship too now.
And an extra dimensional space inside the ship, so it's not going to count for weight.
Load that bitch up.
Oh, you know what would be great? It's like Neville can now get into the ship's extra dimensional space. Goebel can lift it up, and then I can teleport everybody back. We don't even have to. It's like no second trips. It's like just get in there.
Alright, so there's not really a value associated with the sarcophagus. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's okay. They're typically around 1,000.
Valuables, all the walls.
Yeah.
All right. You guys want me to open this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yes. Open it up.
Everybody, get ready.
Okay. I'm going to prepare a spell. If there's an undead in there, I'm going to cast a specific spell.
If there are any other creatures like we just had to fight, I don't have any of my spells left, by the way. So I cannot do any damage to any of these things.
I will cast. I'll cast shield on myself.
Okay, you can put it in the chat.
I cast make Goebel feel better.
No, there it is. I have it, yeah. It's not actually a domain. It's from my magic item. It only lasts a minute.
Okay.
But that is. There you go.
Cool. Is that where everybody wants to stand?
And then,
sure.
Hang on a second. I'm actually going to cast Protection from Evil on myself as well.
Andy, I don't know if Go would be considered flanking for Andy right there. You might want to go that side. Yeah, that would probably be more likely.
Okay.
Depending on where the thing comes out. Either way, we can make a 5-foot step, so it's not huge, but...
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself, too.
Jesus. There's gonna be nothing in this thing, and then we're gonna be like, we gotta go kill stuff.
Well, from Beta's perspective, Neville's looking 0 on bombs. She knows that Goebbels, used most of his spells, if not all of his spells, by now.
Well, he just told her that he's out of spells. So.
Well, okay, so now she knows, but she's got a ton of spells left for the day. So she's, she's going to burn through them. If there is something in there, then we might as well use it, right?
All right, Go will rage and then lift the lid off, or try to.
So, okay. As soon as you touch the sarcophagus, you are thrown back by some unseen power. And go ahead. You and no, that's you don't get thrown back there. But go ahead and Jack and Go can make a spellcraft check to find out what.
You said I can make a spellcraft check?
Well, it's weird that it wasn't magical, but I guess it is.
The thing in here, spellcraft. There it is.
If it's an entity inside of their casting a spell, then.
So Go. You notice that you have been thrown back due to a wall of force in front of the sarcophagus, and then. You notice a creature trying to struggle free from the top of the stone, and within a minute or within a round, a large humanoid, elephant-headed humanoid, takes on a fleshy grayish hue and struggles free and sits up and stands firmly on the sarcophagus lid. It's holding a sword. And it's just kind of standing there looking menacing.
Would I have time to cast a spell within the round that it's struggling to come out?
Not really, no. Sorry, it's kind of already out.
So, are we still pinned back by the wall of force?
Well, it's basically like just this 10 by 10 foot square. So you're not necessarily pinned by anything, but Go is kind of pushed against the wall a little bit.
Okay, we haven't rolled for initiative yet, so what do we? It's been so long, I don't even remember.
Are we rolling for initiative?
We have not rolled for initiative. It's kind of looking at you guys, just like with the sword drawn.
Are you solo?
It doesn't respond.
I'll ask in Talise if it's solo.
Yeah, it doesn't respond.
Let's ask the snake. The snake in the box.
Oh, gee, let's fucking do it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 100% on that.
Jack, I think you have the snake.
Remember, you need to.
No, Neville has it.
You need to ask it a yes or no question. Remember.
Yeah.
Have you guys asked it any questions yet?
We have not. Is this creature solo? Ask it. Ask it if this creature is solo.
Is it? I'll pull up the box and I gotta take it out for it to answer, right?
Well, no. You just need to listen really closely to it. You got to get your ear right up to it, and it whispers in a very quiet voice.
Okay, I will do that.
You need to make a perception check to figure out what it said. So
can I make a perception check since I'm standing right next to?
I'm sorry.
Right next to it. Can I make a perception check too, since I'm standing right next to it, or?
Whoever's listening gets to make the perception check.
Neville will do it. If I gotta get that close, this thing's totally gonna bite me if I do something wrong. So, it should be the guy that's immune to poison.
Good idea.
Okay.
Oh, By the way, and Brian, I went back to my normal raging, so blur and haste.
Okay.
By the way, I'm still raging. I use my normal abilities of blur and haste instead of the resist fire.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Sorry, I was a mistake on my part.
We're back.
All right. Looks like I can see a table there. Oh.
Huh?
Oh, I'm looking at Joe's setup there. I don't think he's.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't look like he's in the basement still. Does it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, they set up a table. Oh, they must have set up a table down there then. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that it looks like they did. Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
While we're waiting for him to come back, is there a check that I can tell to determine whether this is something else, like a construct or something else?
Go will let you know that it is a wall of force. There is some kind of a wall of force. Is the wall of force around the creature or?
It's basically in like a 10 by 10 foot cube, you know,
Okay.
around. Yeah, this large cube.
So Go is miming on the around it like.
I'm in a box.
Is there a check that I can make to determine if this creature is something other than an elephant? Does it look like a construct, or I mean?
Well, yeah, no, it definitely looks like a construct. Yeah, it looks like a statue type, you know, creature.
Like a construct. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right.
If it's a construct, this probably isn't Solo.
Well, we already asked the snake.
It's probably the Guardian. Le Guardian. So do you guys think that after we do the 3 questions, we turn into a snake in a box?
I don't know. We could ask the snake that.
Box.
Because it's a snake in a box.
Step 1, put a snake in the box. Step 2, ask 3 questions about the snake.
Step 3, become a snake in a box.
Shoot, we need Justin Timberlake. This ain't working out for us.
No. We're not nearly as effective.
It's back. Cool. So you were going to ask the snake a question?
Yeah. Is it Solo?
I'm sorry?
I asked it, is it Solo?
Is that Tolo?
Yeah, that's
Zolo.
Yeah. So, wait. Was it Neville that asked, or was it?
Yes, Neville, who rolled a 17.
Yeah, Neville was not able to. Yeah, so he couldn't quite make out what he heard.
Brutal.
No. Neville says and hands the box to Beta.
Well, that was useless as one of our questions.
Yeah, she'll stash it away, and if there's a permanent wall of force around this this thing, which it seems to be,
do we think it's permanent, or is it?
Let me look up wall of force here.
Is this thing animated?
Okay, so at maximum it would be 20 rounds.
If it's not permanent.
If it's not permanent. You know, so we could go outside of the room and, you know, after 20 rounds, if it's still stuck in there, it's probably a permanent. Although I guess we could do a spellcraft check to determine whether or not it's permanent or not, right?
So I'm gonna take a thing. Hey Veda, can you get rid of this wall of force?
Yeah, she says sure. You know I can. Is there a way for us to determine whether the wall of force is permanent or not, like the other wall of force that we've encountered?
Let's see here. What does spellcraft check let you do? Spellcraft check. Identify a magic power using detect magic. That's a magic item powers. There is a prepare a spell from a borrowed spellbook. Learn a spell from a spellbook or scroll. Identify spells as being cast. And decipher a scroll. So I don't think so. I mean, I'm reading like what you can do with spellcraft. I don't think so.
What about a knowledge arcana?
Let's see here. Knowledge arcana. I mean, I can go online and see if there's any.
Identify a spell that is in place is 20 plus the spell level.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Does
Just double check it here.
it's Wizard 5.
Okay. So yeah, this appears to be a permanent wall of force.
Okay. She says I can take the wall of force down, but it does appear to be permanent. And as we know, constructs are given a specific task. This one happens to be holding a sword. I say we look around the room, look at these jars, determine everything that we need to determine, and then prepare for battle if we need to prepare for battle.
All right. Go will drop his rage.
Okay.
I used 3 rounds. Is that good?
Yep.
And Veda would like to check this iron door for traps in the back here.
Okay, I think it's been checked once already.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't notice any traps associated with the door.
The shield that I cast was 1 minute. Protection from evil and shield of faith should last for 9 minutes. And don't notice any traps. Okay. And I guess I'll look through one of these jars.
Okay, they have like little stoppers in them. You would have to talk to them.
Okay, yeah, I'll unstopper one.
Okay, let's see here. Where's mine? I'm sorry. So you just pick one up and you open up the stopper?
Yep. Well, I would pull the stopper off. I don't know if I would pick it up or not, but yeah.
You pull the stopper off. Looks like there is an animal totem in there. Of the bear.
A totem?
Yeah.
like a little wooden or stone figurine?
So there's like on each one of these urns. So maybe I should explain a little bit more. Yeah, rubber stopper sealed with tar crown urns, and likeliness of an animal headed humanoid adorns each one. And so
a likeness.
yeah, just like a humanoid with
right.
the head of an animal. And the one you're looking at is of a bear. And when you pop it out, there's like a little totem, kind of like a little idol, like, you know.
Inside.
Yeah.
Okay. I say there's a bear totem in here. Do any of them have an elephant head? Maybe we can gain some control over this.
Oddly enough, no, there isn't.
Okay, well, let's go down to the next one, and yeah, I'll keep popping tops, popping roundies.
Okay, so the second one is a tiger.
Okay. And same deal?
The third one is snake. And before you pop it, Andy says, you know, wait.
Nice.
And
All right.
wait.
I guess I didn't find any traps. All right, so I'm gonna go detect magic traps.
So inside, so there's a stinking cloud inside the urn. Basically, when you open it up and release it, you'll be releasing, you know, it'll release a magical effect, basically. So to kind of like, you know, mitigate that, you'll need to come up with some way to direct the stinking cloud away from you, basically.
Oh, Beta, if does he know that it's a stinking cloud, or do I know that it's a stinking cloud?
Andy knows it at this point.
Oh, okay.
So Andy says there's a stinking cloud. Wonder. All right, so I know we have those that spell that will basically.
Yeah, Beta will chime in and she'll say, "Yeah, we all have a life bubble, the spell life bubble, protecting us for 18 hours today. So stinking cloud won't affect us."
Well, should we still maybe try to open it in a room where the stinking cloud can just...
Actually, it might be beneficial in here if we end up having some kind of a combat situation and an enemy might be affected by it.
Veda will ask, and Daria, does it seem like if we picked up the jar, would it set the trap off, or is it just only if we unstopper it?
Only if you unstopper it.
And if she says only when unstopper, it's like, well, why don't we safely store this somewhere else, and maybe we can use it at a later time for a trap that we make ourselves?
Yeah, there may not be anything in it other than a trap.
This is why I can't play this game like I do. I can't, like, I should have just let you guys open the thing and have us do
it. But wasn't I?
No, that would have been.
It wouldn't have affected us anyway, but.
Yeah. Okay, so you know, if nobody goes for it, she'll say, "Yeah, we can take it into the other room." And why don't you try to disable the trap?
I don't know if it's
no, it's not really a trap. It's like there was an effect inside it that you really can't figure out what's in there until you open it. So,
oh, I see.
But as you guys are with these like, sorts of things, you get all kind of bummed about. Like,
well, can I use Dispel Magic on it?
We don't need to. Why are you trying to disable the traps?
I don't know. It sounded like you were trying to deactivate it, so I was like, okay.
I mean, there might still be something in it besides the cloud. It might be worth opening anyways.
Yeah, there might be something about it. Yeah, I just say open it up and let it go.
All right.
Wait a minute. Let's not open it up in here because stinking cloud will act like fog cloud and we won't be able to see through it. So we'll all be blinded.
So yeah, let's move it out of this room for the time being.
Yep. We can actually hang on a second. I'm going to pull up the spell Stinking Cloud real quick.
Cats.
Okay. Beta says, well, why don't we take... who's a strong swimmer? I know Global is.
Yeah.
She says, why don't you take the jar and jump in the pool over there? It should have 0 effect underwater.
Okay. Walks over, picks up the jar, jumps in the pool, and swims down to the very bottom, and unstoppers the jar.
Okay. Yeah.
Just enough to let the effect out, and then he closes it back up. And he tries to keep it kind of angled downward so it lets as little water in as possible.
Well, I mean, as the spell is, I mean, you know how this works, right?
Yeah. So as the gas escapes, I'm hoping that it'll keep the water out while it's escaping as much as possible. And then,
Well, what do you think is gonna go in there then? I mean, you think it's gonna be like a vacuum or something?
I feel like it's probably under some kind of a compression or something like that. If it's a 10-foot cloud of vapor in a small jar.
20-foot radius.
Well, I guess my point is that the contents.
I feel like it's under pressure. I'm just letting up the pressure.
Oh, no. What he's saying is if there are contents in there and you hold it upside down, whether it's under pressure or not, if something solid is in there, it's not, gravity is going to have an effect on the solid object.
Yeah.
Well, but I guess my other point is that something's got to replace whatever is in there.
I assumed that it was under pressure. If it's not, that's different. But
well, I mean, even if it's under pressure, I mean, if everything inside it escapes, something else has to kind of. I don't know how you think keep water from coming into it because, I mean, if it's empty.
Okay.
I don't know how you would expect that to work. Right.
I was just gonna let the pressure out. If I assumed that it was under pressure, as soon as it started not having a positive force, I would have tried to put the stopper back on it. But if that's not the way it works, then it's not the way it works. Then it's gonna get water in there. So, not a big deal. Like a scuba tank doesn't fill up with water as you breathe the oxygen out of it.
Well,
because it's all under pressure. It's just releasing the pressure. It's not actually
no.
fill it back up.
Take a cup and turn it upside down and move it into.
I know that, but I thought it was under pressure, like it's in like the gas is pressurized inside there. Like a 10-foot space of gas is pressurized inside there. But if that's not what it is,
as soon as you open it, it's going to release.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And then I'll open it and put the cap back on as quickly as possible.
Okay. All right. So yeah, if that's what you're doing, you're underwater. I guess, even though you're over here, you want to go.
I'll move. Yeah. Sorry.
Into the water. Okay. So you jump in the water. You take the urn and basically empty its contents underwater safely. It fills up with water, and there you go. There's actually nothing in it other than.
I take it back up to them. And climb out. Oh, that's not. There we go.
It's like you're a little smaller than you're supposed to be.
And so Veda will say, okay, all the gas is out.
Yep.
And she'll say, all right, let's take a peek inside. And what head was this? We went through bear, tiger, and snake.
So so the bear had a little bear, idol. The tiger had 50 gemstones in it.
Okay.
The snake one, it basically released that spell and had nothing else in it.
And had something else in it?
Had nothing else in it.
Oh, nothing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, if Veda looks at the jar and it's filled with water, she'll be like, "Oh, not pressurized, huh?"
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No. Okay. And then she'll say, okay, we'll just yeah, let's put it back where it belongs and continue on. Business continues below.
So if Andy's kind of standing in the wall of force right now, and so is Veda to some extent. Veda.
It's
you're
a
kind of
10-foot cube.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she'll not go into the 10-foot cube and go to the next one.
Okay.
And she'll just ask Andori to take it off.
So the next one has an image of a mole person on it.
Okay.
And who's doing the unstopping again?
I'm asking Andoria too.
All right. Andy will, I guess, check it for traps first. I don't think it matters, but.
Okay, go ahead.
Bam.
All right. You don't notice that it's trapped?
I open it.
Yeah. There is a large amount of copper pieces inside this urn.
I present the copper pieces to the group.
Cool. I mean, it's a ton. It'll take a little bit of time to count how many are in there.
Can I use an appraise check to get a ballpark?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You figure it's maybe there's like 750 in there.
Nice.
Well, maybe it's not all copper pieces. How big is the urn? I guess.
It's huge. I mean, it's a big urn.
Yeah. Go could probably still pick it up and like dump the contents onto the floor. I don't know if it's even.
We could put the whole urn inside the bag, either the bag or the portable hole, depending.
No, Beta says no. Don't even waste the space. Let's put the urn inside the extra dimensional space on the ship. That's coming with us.
That would work too.
And she says, but don't worry about it now. Let's go ahead and check the next one.
All right. One more. Next one is of a toad.
Nice.
All right, same deal. Perceive it for traps.
I'll look over his shoulder while he's doing it.
Okay. No, you don't notice anything trap related.
All right, I open it.
Look over her shoulder is what I meant.
All right. You see some potions inside.
Sweet.
Nice.
I present the potions to the group.
Here.
And the last one on this side.
All right. All right. Okay. You guys open it up. It's the camel, and inside there's a large amount of silver pieces.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well, does that mean there's going to be one with gold?
And platinum, if we're lucky.
Could you take a gander at about how much you think's in there?
If Gobel asks, I'll take a gander.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's acrobatics. I'm sorry. I was like an 8. That doesn't make any sense. There we go.
Yeah, about 1,000.
About 1,000 silver pieces. Okay. All right, let's go over to the other side and open those on. These were on the north side.
Okay, so if you move over to the next side,
I will.
You guys haven't moved over.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've got to write stuff down. Here I go. I'm checking this out, and I'll look at it for mechanical traps as I ask Andoria to open it up.
Okay, you don't notice a trap.
Andoria, would you like to open it up? Oh, what kind of head does it have on it?
Donkey.
Ooh, a donkey.
Yeah, I open the donkey urn.
All right. Yeah, a bunch of lead.
Oh, really?
Sorry, guys. My dad just went to the hospital. So.
That sucks.
Do you need to go? Are you good?
Oh no. He's been, his leg started hurting a few days ago, and then we didn't know about it until today, and then he called us, you know, with like, this is what's happening, and it's like, it sounds like you have a blood clot in your leg, you know, or a deep vein thrombosis. And he was like, no, that's definitely not what it is. So eventually the pain got so bad that they went to urgent care, and urgent care just sent him to the emergency room. And the emergency room told him, you've got a blood clot in your leg. It's like, you got all the signs and symptoms of a blood clot in your leg, and you're ignoring them. So anyway.
That's what killed my uncle.
Yeah, DVTs suck, and they're very, very dangerous. You could die, like...
They didn't listen to everybody, and he didn't go to the doctor, and he fucking had a heart attack on the treadmill.
Who is this again? I'm sorry.
For me,
his
or him?
uncle. His uncle.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Blood clots. Not even once.
Nope.
Even one.
All right, so you guys are checking out the next one. No traps.
And what kind of head does it have on it?
This is a dog.
Ooh, a dog head. I love it. Like a bulldog head, I hope.
All right, Andy opens it.
Okay. Andy opens it, and it looks like there's a handful of gems.
Mm.
I'm
Okay.
going to appraise the gems.
Yeah. Definitely take a look myself.
So with the appraise check from Veda, she realizes that they're actually just really well designed cut glass, designed to look like gems. They're actually not worth anything.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell Andoria, it's like, look at this right here. You can see the cleavage, you know, that comes along this edge, and it's not actually gems. You can see the curvature. It's actually really well cut glass.
He actually thinks there's a 40 pieces of gems, each worth 100 gold. So,
Andoria thinks that?
yeah. They give her a praise check.
Oh, dang.
We
I'm
could,
like, no, you're wrong.
we might be able to still sell them for some value.
Okay.
If
I
we
think
can
we should-
convince somebody else of their value.
We're not going to be able to convince any regular jeweler.
No, but you know, a shop owner or something may not be as aware.
Veda turns to Goebel, and she's like, I know you're really tired, but deceiving others is not really something I thought you would go for.
Really?
Yeah. Andy's not
Go
really
actually
into it
looks
either.
confused. Like, really? Okay.
Aren't you a good? Isn't your guy like good?
No.
Oh, really? Oh, never mind. She wouldn't say that then. Your guy was good. I was
No.
Daria's good.
Oh, he's chaotic neutral.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
That is
That's
totally something he would.
That's totally something you'd say. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next one. There's a donkey dog, and then third one on that side. What kind of head does it have?
One is a cat.
Ooh, a kitty cat. Kiwi cat.
Let's check it.
Yeah, I want to check that. I want to trap check it too.
All right. Don't notice any traps related to this turn.
Andy opens it.
All right. Inside there are 50 cat's eye agates. Is it agate or is it agate?
I thought it was
Agate.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's agate.
Yeah. And then she'll do a guesstimate on their worth.
Veda thinks they're worth about 10 gold pieces each. Andy more or less thinks the same thing.
Okay. All right. And the fourth one on this side?
Is of a raven.
Raven.
All right, checking it.
And I would love to check that bad boy too.
All right. Yeah, this is definitely trapped.
Do I know what kind of trap it is? Stinking cloud.
Yeah, I mean, this is really kind of fuzzy because I don't know. I'm just gonna wing it here. I mean, if you think about it in real life, how are you gonna know what's gonna come? What you're gonna get from opening this urn? But
I could see it as being some kind of a magical emanation around the edges of it that give some kind of indication that something he's experienced before. But I don't know that that's necessarily how it works or not. That's that's your call.
Noticing residue from an exploding trap, or metal shards,
or maybe some components that are required to cast that spell, or leave residue around the edges of it, or.
Well, I'll describe what it is after you disable it.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna read this to you, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? So.
It's a symbol of death trap.
Sorry for the French. I don't know if the kids are still around. They went to bed.
No, I've got my headphones on, but nobody's listening.
Cool.
Disable device?
Yeah. Want to give it a go?
All right, stand back, kids. It's time to get dangerous.
Jack stands directly close.
Right. So you're able to disable the trap, and so this is kind of just poorly written, and kind of I'm a little irritated with it. So a great ghost's head would emerge when the stopper is removed, and it would attack the opener with one attack with a bite. It would have a plus 15 modifier, and if it lands, it automatically severs the victim's head, generally killing them. So that's what happens if you would have just opened that up.
Yeah, that's kind of BS. So.
Well, yeah. So I don't know. I'm watering down, the adventure a bit, but at the same time, I really don't know how to play this out, because of the nature of the way this was written. This is an older module, kind of, thing. I like the content of it, but some of it I probably could have spent a little more time trying to, game master it into a way that actually fits this a little bit better. So. Apologies on my end, and I shouldn't get frustrated. So.
Well, you can't, every nuance of every little thing when you're doing a module like that. Just trying to get the job done. So.
Well, yeah, I don't really believe in gotcha traps that are impossible to detect, and sort of a consequence that you get hit by. I feel like if you guys are playing smart, you should have a chance at kind of disabling just about everything, what you're doing right now. So I think that's fair enough. But
you could say that he felt a little bit of tension when he went to lift the thing, like it was pressing against the top of it, and he was able to maneuver it so it wouldn't actually be able to physically get to him or something.
I'll even go one step further and saying, the nature of the way that your rogue is, trap sensiness is able to detect things is almost supernatural in ability. So. She was able to just kind of know, ahead of time, either through some premonition or something.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, we'll just play it like that. I mean,
some pre-science.
We'll just say it's almost like a supernatural ability.
It was pre-science.
So cool. Okay. There you go. We're gonna do the next one. The next one's got a horse on it.
Oh, do we actually get to open it up?
Well, there's nothing in it other than a raven that's gonna bite your head off. So.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So nothing. Okay. All right. Just for the notes here. And then the next one is?
Horse.
Oh, another horse. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll overlook Andy's shoulder as she's probably gonna trick it for traps here.
Yep.
All right. No traps with this one.
All right, I open it.
All right, there's potion.
Potions, okay. And all right, next one.
Is a goat. The goat headed.
And this is the last one, right?
Yep, this is it.
Okay. And no traps, I take it.
No traps. That's correct.
All right.
Been consistently rolling 40s. That's incredible. You open it up, and there are 2 scrolls inside.
All right, those being the last ones, let's go ahead and I'd like to try to appraise the bear totem and see what it's made out of, if anything valuable, and get an estimate on its worth.
Okay, go ahead and give it a shot. Yeah, you get the impression if you sell it to the right market, it's actually worth $5,000.
I'm sorry, you were breaking up there. I didn't hear that.
It's worth 5,000 gold pieces if you sell it to the right.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic! And then let's take a look at those 50 gems and the tiger.
And the tiger, go ahead and appraise them.
33.
Yeah, those are also worth 10 gold pieces each.
GP each. There was a spell. There was a large amount of copper. I didn't appraise that. I will go ahead and take a look at that now that we're done opening the jars. Of course, I get a 21.
Yeah, you think there's about 750. You'll have to go through them all and count them.
You mean Neville will go through them all?
Whoever you guys want to do.
Or, you know, Jack Boone's got plenty of people to count the change. So roll them up, put them in rolls, put them in penny rolls. Let's take a look at those potions.
Okay.
I think I actually have an appraiser somewhere.
You have in one of your 100 some odd followers. Around. He can look at something and tell you what it's worth. He's like the guy from Pawn Stars. Around,
he's the expert you call in. It's like, yeah, no problem.
Around for you. All right. Potions. Yeah, I don't know. You can do a spellcraft check. Is that the one?
I think you just taste it.
Perception, I think.
Perception. Yeah,
okay. And there's a potions in the toad first.
Yep.
All right. And how many potions are there?
There's 3 in the toad.
1, 2, 3. Nice.
You have rolled like crazy.
It's great.
Oh,
yeah.
So, yeah, all 3 of them are potions of cure serious wounds.
Oh, cool.
All right. Cure.
Not
We can
bad.
use those. Cure serious wounds times 3. All right, and let's go ahead and how many potions are in the horse?
Just 1.
Okay, and I will do another one for that.
Yeah, it's a potion of haste.
Sweet. Haste times 1. All right, and I guess the donkey with the lead in it. Could you take an extra? Can I take an extra second to just kind of dig around in there and see if there's anything else of value, or is it all lead?
Yeah, it's it's about give or take 1,000 pieces of lead.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not worth anything.
And then I think the gems and the dog are cut glass. And okay. Oh, and the 2 scroll.
Yeah, there's 2 scrolls. There's a scroll. Well, I guess you have to make a spell check. Yeah. Scroll of Shatter. A scroll of Summon Monster 4.
Oh, Shatter. Nice. Cool. All right. That's great.
Is that all of it?
That's it.
Yep, that's everything. Related to the urns, at least.
So is that elephant thing like turning and watching us as we're going around and looting these urns?
Yeah, and it's got like a stink eye, like this evil, like, look on its face, like it's, ready just to, if it could, kill you with a look.
That was probably close to 20 rounds.
Probably, yeah.
Well, there was 12. There was 12 urns, and then it takes another round to find out what's in it, and then on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Several
6,
of them at least had traps.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then there was another 12 to determine what the objects in there were. So
like 24.
Yeah, we're at minimum 24. So minimum 24 rounds. So
Yeah, we're just gonna round up to 30, and
okay.
call it 30.
And the
3,
maximum
6.
normal length of the wall of force is 20 rounds. So we would know at this point that it must be permanent if it's still up.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. Yeah. So, okay, cool. Let's check out this iron door. There's no traps on the door. Do you want to try to open the door?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go ahead and start taking these urns to the ship.
Okay.
Go's gonna start carrying the urns over to the ship and putting them down in the hold inside it.
Okay. If you can, if you want, I can just teleport you over to the main deck if it's easier. If you want to do it manually, I don't really care either way.
It's not gonna be that much faster either way, really.
Okay. Vader will take the things of value and put them in the. Actually, you have the bag of holding, but I'll put them in the portable hole. And then the other ones, like except for the copper pieces and the silver pieces, and I don't know if you're going to take the lead or not, or if you can even lift that much up.
I'm sure I can.
And the stuff that's going to take, yeah, whatever. Okay, you want to try? You want to defeat this?
Well, let's check out this door first. If it can't get through,
I feel like don't mess with the door until we get prepared, because that might be the thing that sets it off.
Mm-hmm. I was kind of thinking that too.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
I say we try to.
After I get all the things, and I'm gonna get in place, and over here, I guess. After I move all the urns, I'm gonna get in place here and be like, okay, whenever you guys want to take a look at the door and see if we can go in there, or if you want to get rid of this force field, whichever way you want to do it. Force wall.
Let's look at the door first.
Okay.
Just my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, sounds great. I'm gonna hang back here with Neville, and why don't you guys check out the door?
All right, I'm checking it for traps.
Okay, go ahead. All right. You don't notice any traps associated with the door. But it's actually like an iron portal kind of thing. It's not like actually a door. It's looks like there's some kind of object that you'll need to activate it.
Something that we need to activate it.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Is there like an indentation or a slot or something? Does it look like maybe it's a key or
like glyphs? You said there were those glyphs on it.
Make a perception check.
I'll go ahead and scoot in the room if they start talking about what it is and make a perception check.
You get the impression that there's a bit of an indentation in the center of the portal. You get the impression that something kind of fits right in the center.
We probably have had some kind of a note that tells us what to use here.
Do you want to go back to the notes?
Let's go back to the notes.
I think we're probably going to be done for tonight, so that's probably where we should. You should, if Brian's okay with leaving it on the notes while we're.
Yeah.
I'm going to want to just try and fight the guy.
I would like to just try to fight the guy, but
I would love to fight the guy.
I would want to save it for next week or 2 weeks from now. I don't think we'll be able to do it in 15 minutes. So it's and I've got a little bit of heartburn going right now. Sorry.
Oh man, I had to Tums it up this morning.
What's that?
So I had to Tums it up this morning. It was so bad. I never get indigestion, and it was bad. It's at La Rosa.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't eat too much of it, honestly. So, yeah.
Okay, well, if you guys if you think we're not going to be able to kill it in 15 minutes, you know.
I'm pretty sure it's going to take a while. Yeah, that'll give us something to do, and I need to start concentrating on the next thing you guys are gonna get into. I was hoping to take a little bit of a break with Josh's, thing. I don't know how much content, Josh, you've got lined up, but I would like to take a little bit of a break. It would be super nice, actually, because I have no idea. I have an idea, but I don't have a. I'm gonna probably have to design some stuff from scratch. While I love some of these things that we've been doing, some of the encounters just kind of need to be redesigned entirely. So I don't know. I need to spend more time, thinking about it and just as effort.
I don't see any of these.
Yeah, they're available.
I don't see any of these that actually reference this specific portal. Well, actually, the portal is referenced, but not any way to get past it in the farthest right note.
And we can just start going through the stuff that we got and try to match it up. And there's a chance it's still out there and we don't have it yet.
The portal leads to secret treasures. Zolo's rest is disturbed, which you heard the voice that said, "You've disturbed my rest," when we tried to pop the cap. And then you'll find her quite perturbed, which...
So it tells me that the Zolo is probably past that portal, but it doesn't tell us how to get past it.
Mm-hmm. I think murder is probably going to be how we get past it.
I think murder might be a good option. There is still one path we still haven't checked out. Mm-hmm. Back on the normal thing. Do we want to go down there real quick before we leave tonight? Go to that one final path we haven't been down?
Yeah, I say let's spend the last 13 minutes and go down and check it out. I don't think as long as there's no, super mega combat down there, just take a peek.
So when you say the word final, that's not actually final. There's another spot that you guys haven't.
Well, that we know of. Not.
If you look at the map, you'll see another spot that you guys haven't gone into.
Oh yeah, there's the door, but.
Okay, there you go. All right, so there's a door too. So I just wanted to,
Where's the door?
There's a door. So you guys haven't opened that door.
Yeah, actually, I totally missed that.
Yeah, I think you guys by
the suit of armor.
Yeah,
right.
By the suit of armor. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was like probably 3 months ago. When you guys did that.
Well, because we went into that side hallway, and then we touched that portal, and then could never get back. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The chop you into bits gateway.
But yeah, if you guys want to go down this hallway real quick, yeah, we can do that right now if you guys want to.
You want to take us there, Beta?
Yeah, I'm going to plop all these roundies right there, right around me, and I'll go back for Neville. It'll be the last one I take.
So,
Always left behind.
Hallway goes all the way down to the east there. Looks to be about almost 100 feet, and kinks off to the right.
Andy, do you see any traps? You want to take the lead?
Sure, let's take a look. Let's see. So we haven't even gone down this hallway?
Nope.
Correct.
All right, let me roll stealth.
Cool.
That was a weak stealth roll. It's okay. All right, so I'm stealthing it up.
No, wrong way. Wrong way. Down, we're going.
East, but
I thought we were going. All right, so we're totally doing this different.
Yeah.
Than I thought. Okay.
There's also that other door over there, but this hallway we haven't been down either.
And I'm searching for secret doors while I'm at it.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of going along. No traps, no doors, no nothing. Okay.
All right, come to the corner and peek around.
All right. Hallway continues on to the south. Another, what, 60, 70 feet, something like that? Yeah, 80 feet.
All right, I'm going to keep going.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to pop down here and take a look around the corner to keep an eye on Endurio.
Okay.
All right, I haven't stumbled upon any traps or anything yet, have I?
Nope.
All right, peek around the corner.
All right. Hallway heads back west, like another, what, 40 feet, something like that.
Okay, the same thing. Stealthing, looking for doors and traps. Peek my head around.
All right. And it looks like it dead ends.
All right, I'm gonna go inspect this door.
Cool.
This was the room that there were the candle holders that we never took them. And it was like, we knew that they were there, but we never took the candle holders.
That's the room where you wouldn't let me take the carpet.
Uh-huh. That's the evil carpet, yeah.
Can I find like a lever or a switch or something to get through this door?
Yeah, it looks like there's a secret door there.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna I guess open it up just for the sake of 100%ing this place.
The achievement hunter. All right, it opens up and you see the rug that you were trapped in earlier. Yeah.
All right, Sandy says this just goes back to that room with the crazy carpet.
Oh, the door that we wanted to go in was right up there. We might as well go up there.
Well, Jack Boone and Neville are still.
Where's Jack?
Still
Hey, Veda, will you go grab them?
Yeah, she does want to before she teleports out, like take a look at these candles and see if they're worth anything. Because I remember them being like golden candles or something like that, and then I didn't think anything of it. And then we got some other candles that ended up being valuable. They're like candle stands or something. And I don't know if we got that chest or not either.
I think
we probably did.
That,
Or
yeah,
was
I
that-
don't remember what was in it.
Was that the snake chest?
I believe so.
All right, so there's that other door. Do we want to save it for?
Well, we're looking at the value of these candle.
Yeah.
Candle holders.
Yeah, there's not really any value there.
Any good value? Okay, all right. Well, yeah, let's. I'm gonna try to telepoof all around me up here.
Where'd you go?
And then I'll go.
There.
And then I'll go back for Neville, and then come back as long as combat doesn't initiate.
You want to inspect that door, Andy?
Yep, I'm inspecting the door.
I'll go ahead and look over her shoulder.
Here I am. Sorry, I'm trying to get caught up here. Yeah, you don't notice any traps associated with the door.
All right,
We've looked at this. We've looked at this suit of armor. It's got some mechanical
keyhole in the back.
stuff and a keyhole, but we haven't found any keys that we think might go into it.
I mean, they could be in this door.
All right, you want to open the door? You want me to open the door? What do you want to do?
Let's let the tank open the door.
Okay. I go here, I rage, and then I open the door. I use haste and blur as my rage effects. Wait, the door swings that way. If that's the handle, I'm probably gonna go on the open side of it.
Alright, so you rage. You open the door, and inside you see a plain 20 by 20 foot room with a chest sitting on the west end.
Just go open it immediately. Don't check it for anything.
Go backs up and says, I don't trust that.
Thank you, Go. You're learning. All right, so let's
Do
carefully.
you say condescendingly?
Finally, and I had
Yeah.
finally, like, you know, at the end, far too long after I'd said what I'd originally said.
Okay.
Would like to detect magic and poison. In the room there.
And go as soon as the first person goes in, he'll go and go to go to the back of the room and wait. Prepare.
No magic, no poison. Or are you still looking up that room?
Sorry, I was just brushing back up. Crap. What was it again? What would you do again? I'm sorry.
Nothing. We're just seeing if there's magic or poison in
Detect
there.
magic and detect poison.
No. Are you still raging, or are you done?
What?
Andy's gonna go
No,
in
I'm
and
still raging.
Okay. Cool.
search the room for traps.
I'm counting off rounds.
Cool. Okay. You don't notice any traps inside the room.
All right. I'm gonna search the chest for traps.
Okay.
I'll look over her shoulder.
I'm gonna go
and I
right
will,
there. As soon as she
the
enters the
door.
room, I'll stay right with her.
Okay. You do not notice any traps associated with the door or the chest.
All right, Andy opens it.
Okay. It is locked.
It's locked. Oh, do you guys think we have a key for this chest?
Isn't that your job?
I know, but if we have a key, we might as well use it. I'll disable it.
I don't know if we
have to.
actually have any keys left that we don't know that they go to yet.
All right, Andy.
I don't remember for sure, but I don't want to look it up right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna whip out my lockpick set, and I'm going to attempt to pick the lock.
Yeah, Beta looks at you and she gives the same, uncharismatic attitude, which is like, maybe we have keys, but gosh,
just open it.
Just go ahead and open it. Yeah.
All right. So I blow on my magic or whatever.
That's a little bit meta for me. I don't want to go back through our inventory when we got 3 minutes.
All right.
I would rather just get it open.
Okay. As an expert lock picker, you go ahead and you pop the chest open pretty easily.
All right. Andy opens the chest.
You open it up and take a look inside. Inside, there are 8 flasks of what appear to be oil.
What kind of oil?
Just flammable oil.
Cool.
Bless you. There's a number of odd-looking metal tools.
Odd-looking, like we can't even decipher what they're used for.
Not really. They're just like strange, mechanical tools. And then there's a thick leather-bound book with a title on it. Codices Urashiri.
Can you type that in the chat? I do not know how to type that.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Sounds like pre-science to me.
Let's see.
Oh, dang. No, I would have murdered that one. We probably will murder this guy by the time we're done, but...
So no keys? Just, or are you not done reading the contents?
Make sure you look thoroughly in there. That looks like an awful big chest to only have that stuff in it.
That's it.
Yeah. If Veda says, look for secret compartments in the chest.
Okay, let's look for secret compartments.
Inside the chest.
Mm-hmm.
You don't notice anything.
So no keys. Well, there's a keyhole. If I was able to pop the lock on this, maybe I could pop the lock on the thing in the back. Or did we already decide that? Yeah, the armor.
I think you tried it, and I think Brian said that it can't really be.
It requires a key.
Locksmith.
Yeah, it's not designed in a way where you can actually
This is my favorite part of a dungeon crawler. Where we have to go back and look at every single room and re-examine everything, and resist the urge to Google the answer.
Oh, you.
Okay, we're over time. That was successful. We'll come back in 2 weeks and.
And real quick, Brian, one more thing. Down here in the bottom right, was this another suit of armor that had a keyhole in it, or was this just a statue or something?
Oh, you remember that room to the north of that, or technically to the west of that?
Yeah.
Was compressed in. There was a suit of armor that was decorative, that had this decorative pikes, and I teleported one out, and I was going to keep it, but it ended up being too heavy, and we're like, that's not worth it.
That's exactly what it is, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Dudes, be cool. Until next time.
All right.
Enjoy Las Vegas, Benjamin.
Oh, yep, I definitely am. It's going to be a good time. Yep, Las Vegas and Red Rock Canyon will be very, very nice. All right, later, dudes.
All right, guys.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Bye. Well, thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you please like and subscribe.